The crisis continues to be the fact that we still have not really fully addressed the deficiency in terms of our educating our future children in terms of math and science. I mean, it continues, since we did the original study, it continues to be the situation that, we are not getting any better. Every subsequent test, international, and even our own domestic national assessment tests tell us the same thing. We're not preparing kids adequately. And the whole world's economy now is shifting drastically in the direction of needing more technical background to even the jobs you might not think are much more now requiring quantitative thinking and quantitative reasoning. So I think it just continues to be a crisis. But the good news is, I think we're at a precipice, at least in mathematics, because we now have the Common Core standards. A brilliant maneuver on the part of the governors, taking this over and deciding that they could establish something that would be truly national, national in quotes, in scope. And 40-some states have now adopted it, including Michigan. And this is a great opportunity. This is just the best opportunity we've had, maybe in 100 years, to improving mathematics education in this country. The standards that we have now that are being adopted by these states are world class. They're rigorous, they're demanding, they're focused, they're coherent. And I think this gives us a chance now, for the first time, really to succeed if we take this seriously. Yeah, the Institute is a great idea that the university came up with, supported very heavily by the central administration, the president and the provost. And I think what the idea was, look, we have strengths especially in mathematics education, but in science education as well. We also have strengths in the natural science area. We have the new FRIB. We have the physics, nuclear and theoretical physics that is highly competitive worldwide. So we have these strengths. So why not capitalize on them, was the idea. These problems that we've been talking about are there. They're dominant. And what needs to be addressed and how it needs to be addressed is to bring together scientists, mathematicians, together with people who understand schooling, educational research people. And I think that's the fundamental idea. That's the vision that at least I took to start this off with, is this notion that to be successful, to do good educational research that would really inform public policy, you have to marry the two camps, so to speak. I like to talk about them as silos. A lot of universities, there are lots of silos and they don't talk to each other. And what we need to do is break down that silo mentality and bring together physicists, chemists, biologists, geologists, together with people in education who care about these issues. Because the education people don't necessarily possess the deep subject matter knowledge that scientists do, and the scientists don't have the deep knowledge of how schooling works and how children learn. So you put those together, we have a better chance of really coming up with important new ideas toward solving a lot of this. But I think the real ultimate question is, in terms of success, is to see work that contributes to public policy. Oftentimes academics can go off into a corner and do something thoroughly and deeply and well. But to really, I think, have an impact, it has to be a broad-based thing that looks at important issues of major sort and then addresses things that the public policy then can be attached to. So I would hope, my hope for this institute is that it would discover through research really important issues that contribute to thinking about where the country needs to go to improve mathematics and science education. I mean, that's really where we are. I mean, Michigan State's a land-grant institution. It means we do research, yes, and that's very important, and that's very academic. But we also need to think about how we might impact society writ large. And I think that's where the Institute can come in, is to look at issues that really help us formulate good policy. And I would like people to support these efforts and stay tuned and encourage the center to the Institute to continue to deal with and struggle with important issues that impact kids, all of our kids, not just the kids that we think of as being future math people or future science people. I think we have to focus and concentrate on all children. That's what was so powerful about that one study by an economist. It wasn't enough to take the elite further. we need to take the whole of our kids. And that's what I'd love to see this institute accomplish, and I hope the public would be supportive of these efforts, and the university.